Hi everyone, it's Gina from Gina K Designs and welcome back to another 5-minute cards video. Today I'm going to be doing a gel pen technique and I'm going to be using the beautiful new Spring Daisy layering stencil set. My daughter Alicia designed this one for us and I just love it. It's a beautiful 4-part layering stencil and it's so easy to use. To begin, I'm going to place this stencil a little bit off to the left-hand side of my piece of cardstock. That cardstock measures 3.5 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and you could cut it out with master layouts too. So the color I'm using is powder blue. Now, of course, daisies can be done in pinks and purples and yellows, whatever you want. But I was kind of in the mood for blues today, and I thought the powder blue and blue denim combination would be just beautiful for this card. So you can see I'm using a bit of a light hand here, and I'm just blending that color all around that stencil. Gina K Designs inks have a smoothing agent in them. So once they dry smooth with an airbrushed finish, and they dry up to the color on the lid. So I'm going to place layer 2 on top of my powder blue, and I'm going to be using blue denim as my next color. Now, blue denim is a great combination with powder blue for 2-step stamping and 2-step stenciling. If you need a third color to add to this mix, you can always add in the navy, as they're all in that same type of blue, so they work really well together. But you can see how pretty this is, and this is only a 2-step layering stencil for the flowers and for the leaves. So once I peel this off, look at how beautiful all of that contrast is between those two blues. Now I'm going to do the first layer of the leaves. This is layer 3, and all you have to do is line up those 3 stems to make them appear as though they're coming out of those flowers, and then the leaves will all line up very easily. So my color is jelly bean green for these leaves. I really like the contrast between this more yellow green and those blues. I was thinking about using the spruces, but I thought those spruce colors, they're beautiful, but they have a lot of blue in them as well. So by adding a little bit of a yellow green to these blues, it just makes the blue pop out even more. So again, I'm going with a light hand, being a little bit gentle because these leaves are delicate and we don't want to break or bend any of the delicate parts. And then the color that I'm going to match on top is going to be fresh asparagus. Fresh asparagus is a great deeper version of jelly bean green. And as I'm lining this up, I'm just making sure that all of the white where those little leaves, where it looks like a little stem in the center of the leaves, just disappears. Then I know that the stencil is lined up properly on top. So fresh asparagus is a perfect yellow-green to go along with jelly bean green. But if you're looking for a third color, I would suggest doing the second layer in grass green and using fresh asparagus as your third layer. But once again, since this stencil only has 2 layers, jelly bean green and fresh asparagus work great together. And these yellow greens really make the blues in powder blue and blue denim really stand out. So once this is done, you can see how beautiful these layers work together. And I'm really grateful for our illustrators like Alicia who can see light and kind of create these stencils that create so much depth. So for the greeting, I'm using the little Miss You greeting from the new Spring Song stamp set by Argita. I'm going to pop that right in that little spot there with some black onyx ink. For embellishments, I've chosen some silver metallic pearls. But you can use white pearls here, you can do gold, you could even do black pearls to kind of accent the little black shadow layer of cardstock we have there. But I thought the silver would be really pretty because it's a cool color and I'm really highlighting the blue. I did mount that layer onto a black panel and then onto a powder blue card base. Now I'm using the Uniball Signo gel pen, and I'm starting it first. You want to make sure you get some flow out of the pen, so I always just use a rough little piece of cardstock to get it going. And all I'm doing here is just adding little dots down the left side of each of these petals. Some of them will have 2 dots, some of them will have 4 dots, but just on the left side of each petal, just to give it a little accent. I really always forget about this technique, and I love the way it looks. Gel pens just make everything cuter. It gives a fun little accent, and you can do this on leaves, you can do this on mandalas, you can add gel pen accents on your wreaths when you're using the wreath builder, on any floral stamp design you want. You can also do gel pen accents around borders on black cardstock or darker cardstock, and it just makes everything pop. It just gives it such a cute look. Now for the center here, I'm just going around the crescent, and you can see I'm not putting that white gel pen on any of the powder blue areas, just on the blue denim. Now I'm not going to make you watch me do this entire thing, so I'm just going to zip through it, but I did want you to see how it's coming out as I go along and how this card is getting so much more interesting looking just by adding these tiny dots. And if your gel pen ever stops flowing, all you have to do is just rub the tip onto a little bit of rough paper, or you can run it under hot water. Sometimes some of the gel just dries into the tip, and you've got to get it started again, and that will help get the flow going. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's 5-minute card video, and I hope you'll give this gel pen technique a try. Stay tuned to my channel for more 5-minute card videos, more Stampin' Chat videos, and a few Foil It Friday videos too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.